Salams and welcome. In my personal opinion, I don't really care if the president is black or white. There's the ANC-DA alliance, and I say that's the best thing for this country because the business-minded people within the ANC and the DA have come together to take this country forward. The only way to take this country forward is through the business initiative, whether you like it or not. We need to get the economy right, and the only way to get the economy right is we need to make this country very, very, very business friendly. We need to encourage our business people to invest in South Africa and not take their money out. We need to encourage the overseas communities to invest in South Africa. We've got Mandela has given us political freedom. He has given us economic freedom. He has given us religious freedom. It is up to us now to take this to, it is a sacred trust. And the only way in which we're going to get South Africa moving again is to make this a very, very, very friendly business environment for our local investors and for overseas investors. And Mr. Ramaphosa is a businessman. He's got a fantastic team behind him. Mr. Steenhuisen is a businessman. He's got a fantastic team behind him. We've got the best team within the ANC and the DA to take this country forward. So as far as I'm concerned, I am 64 years old. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of apartheid. I was for 34 years in apartheid. And I've seen for 30 years the good and bad of the new South Africa. So I've seen both sides of the coin. 30 years in apartheid and 30 years after 1994. And what I'm telling you now, I don't care who runs this country as long as we get the right man for the job. It can be the right man or the right woman for the job, because I've seen too much suffering, so I don't really care anymore of the color of the skin. You don't have to be a doctor to know that the brain of the person is not in the color of the skin. Get the right man for the job. It doesn't matter if the president is a white man or a black man. That makes no difference to me. Let me give you a small example. Before 1994, we had ESCOM. There was zero load shedding. So before 1994, we had zero load shedding. How much load shedding did you have in the past 5 years? Load shedding has destroyed the business community in this country. A lot of people have lost jobs because of load shedding. But before 1994, we had zero load shedding. What else did we have before 1994? Before 1994, we had zero water restrictions. There was no problem with water. We had zero contamination of our beach in Durban. We had zero potholes. We had zero cable thefts. We had zero problems with our streetlights. All our streetlights were working. So let's look at the good and take the good from the past and let's embrace it into the current life. Let's not keep on complaining. So let us acknowledge where we have made mistakes. If we have made mistakes, we must be man enough to admit it or woman enough to admit it. Let's admit it. Before 1994, ESCOM was the number one best power station in the world, not only in South Africa, in the world. ESCOM was number one. It is as if 1994, the white government gave us ESCOM, which is a Mercedes 500 or a Rolls Royce. What did we do in 30 years? In 30 years, we destroyed ESCOM. We received a Rolls Royce. In the past 30 years, we destroyed this Rolls Royce. Whose fault is this? Is it the white man's fault, the black man's fault, the Indian man's? Let's not point fingers. We are suffering. But we destroyed a Rolls Royce. We destroyed from number one in the world, we have come number last in the world. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't care if it is a black president, if it is a white president. It doesn't really matter. If the black president can do the job, that's fine, because his brain is not in the skin color. The brain is in your head. You don't have to be a doctor to know that the brain is here. The brain is not in your skin color. Okay, brain is not in the skin. Your heart is not in the skin. I don't care if it's a white man. If the white president can do the job, I say, thank you, I will give you the job. Because the white man's brain is not in his skin color. I don't care if it's a green president. I don't care if Elon Musk brings an alien from Mars who's green in color and he's got a Technicolor spaceship. I don't really care who it is, as long as that president can do the job. Is if the green man from Mars, if Elon Musk brings me a man from Mars to say we can do the job in a pink and blue baby color spaceship, I'll give you the job. I'll say thank you. I want to get this country going right. So I have a prayer for Christmas. I'm a Muslim. I celebrate Eid. We just had Eid yesterday, so I celebrate Eid. I love the Eid. Right, but as a Muslim, I also celebrate Christmas. Why? It's happy holidays. So all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. Plus my two front teeth, I want a job. I want food for my family on the table. I want a safe environment. I want safety. I want to live safely in my house. I want peace in this country. I want low petrol prices. I want no crime. And I want my own, what is this? I want to start my own business. I want to have a career for my children. I want my children to grow up in a nice school. I want my children to have nice careers. I want my grandchildren to live in a beautiful South Africa. Why? Because we South Africans are beautiful people. Here is a lekker land. Here is a land for Braaivleis, rugby, sunny size, and BMW. Samet, biltong, and samosas. I just want good for my family, and you want good for your family. I want good for my children. I want good for my grandchildren, and you want good for your children and your grandchildren. All that we are doing, we want for our children and our grandchildren. That's all that we want. Now, please, let's remember our South African Constitution. We are so proud. We have told the whole world in 1994 that the South African Constitution is the best constitution in the world. And the Constitution tells the whole world, we are not racists. We are proudly telling the whole world, we are not racist. When we see a black man, we don't say we are racist. When we see a white, we don't say you are racist. We are not racist people. Get the best man or woman for the job. Whether that person is black or white, Indian or colored, doesn't matter. Whether it's Ramaphosa, whether it's Steenhuisen, whether it's Adila Hassam, whether it's Dr. Naledi Pandor, whether it's one of the ANC veterans, whether it is an alien from Mars, I don't care. We are not racist. I want the right person to get the job. So the president of South Africa can be a black, white, colored, Indian from Mars, can be a Muslim, can be a Christian, can be a man, can be a woman. It does not matter to me. I've seen 30 years of apartheid and I've seen 30 years of the new South Africa. I don't really care anymore who's the president. Get the right person for the job, irrespective of the skin color. That is known as meritocracy. Get the right person for the job, not the skin color. The brain is not in the skin of the person. Get a person who is honest, hardworking, humble. Let's fix South Africa. Please, Mensa, we are tired of suffering. I am tired of suffering. We are all suffering. The black man is suffering. The white man is suffering. The Indian is suffering. The colored is suffering. Our people who are here, they're suffering. So we need to suffer. We need to have hope in our heart. Let us remove the negative thinking. Let us remove the toxins from our brain. If anyone says that we don't see good in South Africa, say, stop this toxin. Remove the toxins. We must be beautiful people. We must have hope for South Africa. This is a beautiful land. This is beautiful people. Let's remove the toxic thinking from our brain. Let's remove this thing that, let's decide what color president we want. What nonsense is that? Let's decide who is the right man or the right woman for the job, irrespective whether it's Muslim, Christian, black, white, Indian, colored, Cape Malay, Khoisan. It doesn't matter. As long as we say that person must only have one criteria. Do you love South Africa? Do you want to end the suffering of the poor people in this land? Do you want to help the poor, the widows, the orphans, the homeless people, the ones who are disabled, the ones who are sick, the ones who don't have jobs, the ones who are looking for a career, the ones who want to start a business? If you are passionate about saving South Africa, then I say you're the right man or the right woman for the job, and you have got my vote 100%. Doesn't matter on the color of the skin. You can be from Elon Musk can send you from Mars. You can come back with the next spaceship. SpaceX is fabulous. We will study about SpaceX and Neuralink. Elon Musk is doing some very good work. So please, Mensa, let's remove the chain around our brain. If we think the white man can't do the job, that means we are racist. If we think the black man can't do the job, we are racist. So let's remove the toxins from our brain. Let's remove negative thinking. Let's have positive thinking in our brain. And remember, a disability is not an inability. I've got a spinal disability because of gunshot, 3 bullets, gunshots. I got a stroke. But yet we say, what don't say? Life is difficult, but we don't quit. You must be mentally strong. As people in this beautiful land, we must be mentally strong. Remove the toxins from our brain. Remove the negative thinking from our brain. And must always remember God. Must always remember God. Say, praise be to God. Alhamdulillah. Inkosi sikilela I Africa. Inkosi sikilele I Africa. God, bless Africa. Bless this people. Bless this nation. Bless the people. Let the good people stand up and say, we going to make South Africa a beautiful land.
because we are beautiful people. May all that is good for you and your family come to you in great, 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 great abundance. Stay well, lekker bly, and have a slice of biltong and a braai. Stay well. Look after yourself and your family. We're going to get this country right, because I am absolutely confident, I am 100% sure that the ANCDA is the best soccer team we got. We're going to win that World Cup. We're going to win that FIFA World Cup with this team. We're going to win the political World Cup. We're going to win the political Olympic champions. We have got the right team. Give them our support, our 100% support. We have said, yes, we made mistakes in apartheid. Then 1994, we changed everything. Yes, we made mistakes in the past 30 years. We made mistakes. But now, we draw the line. Now, all South Africans are going to support our team. We must regard DA and ANC as our rugby team. We don't care on the color. Whoever can score that goal, whoever can put that try down for us, whoever can give us that score, whoever can give us that every minute of distance runs, keep working hard. And the world is yours, and the world is your oyster. And all of us are South Africans. Let us work hard and give them our support. We have voted for them. Give them our support. Leave aside our differences. Stay well. Be positive. Throw the negative thinking away. Lekker bly. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Lekker bly. Here is ons land. Is a land of the black, is a land of the white, is a land of the Indian, is a land of the colored, and is a land of the foreigners who are working here on visas. We love everybody because we love South Africa and we love the beautiful people. On South Africa as kind people. We are good people. And we're going to get there. We're going to make this into a first world country. South Africa is going to be better than America. We're going to make it like another Dubai. We're going to make it a Hong Kong. We're going to make it a Singapore. And then once we fix South Africa up, we're going to help the African continent to be the best continent on the planet Earth. This blue dot, this magnificent gift from the Creator. Let's look after this land. Don't throw rubbish out of the windows. Don't pollute our rivers and our oceans. Have pride in South Africa. This is ons land. It is the land of our children and the future generation. It is the land of the Gen Z. It is everybody's land. Stay well and look after yourself.